You have no idea how attractive you are. And I don't mean the kind of attractive that comes from good lighting and the right outfit. I mean the kind that stops people in their tracks without even understanding why. The kind that makes strangers turn their heads in grocery stores, makes co-workers linger a little too long after a meeting, makes people you barely know feel safe and seen, and somehow, strangely, a little bit in love with you. A little bit in love with you. And here is the part that's really wild. You don't see it. You walk through the world completely oblivious to the fact that your presence is shifting something in everyone around you. Meanwhile, they can't stop staring. They are drawn to you like you are the only warm light in a cold room. And right now, in this moment, that energy is becoming so loud, so undeniable, that people are literally being shocked by their own reactions to you. They are confused by how much they want to be near you. And you're just over here thinking you are blending in. You're not. You're not. You haven't been for a long time. You just didn't know. Let me describe something and see if it lands. You walk into a room, any room, a coffee shop, a work meeting, a friends gathering, a place where you don't know everyone. You are not trying to be noticed. In fact, you are probably trying to be a little smaller than you actually are. You grab a seat, maybe you say hello to someone, maybe you just settle in and observe. And here is what you don't see. People's energy shifts when you enter, not dramatically, not in a way that's obvious, but in a way that's real. Someone who was looking at their phone looks up. Someone who was mid-conversation loses their train of thought for half a second. Someone across the room glances at you, then glances away, then glances back. And they don't even know why they are doing it. They don't have a reason. They're just pulled. Yeah, pulled. You have that effect. You've always had it, but lately it's gotten so much louder, and you haven't noticed because you are too busy worrying about whether you said the right thing, whether you are taking up too much space, whether people actually like you or are just being polite or nice. Meanwhile, they are over there secretly hoping you will come to talk to them. They are over there replaying the 2 sentences you said earlier. They are over there wondering what is about you that feels so strangely familiar and magnetic and safe all at once. Here's what's actually happening, and I want you to really hear this because it's the piece nobody tells you. Your attractiveness right now isn't about your face or your body or your clothes. That stuff is fine, but that's not what's stopping people. What's stopping them is that you've been through something. You have been through a version of pain that most people can't even imagine. And instead of becoming hard and closed and bitter, you became something else entirely. You became soft in a way that isn't weakness. You became present in a way that isn't performative. You became the kind of person who actually sees other people. Not because you are trying to manipulate them, no, but because you know what it feels like to be invisible. And that combination, the depth, the gentleness, the quiet strength, the way you make people feel like they matter without even trying, that is devastatingly attractive. That's the kind of rare that makes people stop what they are doing and just stare. Not because they are creepy. No. Not because they want something from you. But because they feel something wake up inside them when you are near. And they don't have words for it. They just know. They just know that they don't want you to leave. Think about the last time you were in a group setting. Maybe a dinner, a party, a casual hangout. Think about how you felt inside. Were you relaxed or were you scanning? Were you fully present or were you half watched yourself, wondering if you were being weird, wondering if people liked you, wondering if you should speak or stay quiet? I'm guessing the second one. I'm guessing you spend at least some of the time trying to be the right size, the right volume, the right version of yourself so that nobody would feel uncomfortable. And here is what's wild. When you while you were doing that, while you were shrinking and second guessing and trying to be less, there was someone in that room who couldn't stop looking at you. Someone who kept finding excuses to stand near you. Someone who laughed at your quiet joke a little too hard. Someone who went home and thought about you, not in a weird, obsessive way, but in a way that surprised them. They thought about the way you listened, the way your eyes softened when someone else was talking, the way you didn't need to be the center of attention, the way you felt like a pause in a loud song. That's what they noticed. That's what they are still thinking about. And you have no idea. You have just no idea. There is a specific kind of person I'm talking to right now. You are the one who grew up feeling like you were too much or not enough, usually both or at different times. Too sensitive, too quiet, too weird, too intense, too invisible, or too visible in the wrong way. You learned early that being yourself came with consequences. Maybe someone laughed at you. Maybe someone ignored you. Maybe someone made you feel like your existence was inconvenient. So you adapted. You learned to make yourself smaller. You learned to read the room before you spoke. You learned to become the person who makes everyone else feel comfortable, even if it meant you felt nothing at all. And somewhere along the way, you started to believe that you were not attractive. Not in the deep sense, not in the way that matters. You started to believe that you were forgettable, or too much, or just not the kind of person people notice. And that belief became a story you told yourself every single day. But here's the truth that's crashing into your life right now. Whether you are ready for it or not, that story was never true. It was just a survival mechanism. And the reality, the actual, measurable, undeniable reality is that you are so attractive right now that people are genuinely confused by their own reactions to you. They don't know why they want to be around you. They don't know why they feel calm when you are near. They don't know why they remember small things you said weeks ago. They just know they do. And it's shocking them. It's really shocking them. I want you to imagine something. Imagine walking into a room and knowing, not hoping, not wondering, but knowing that you belong here, belong there. Imagine not checking yourself, not monitoring your face, not worrying about whether you are being weird. Imagine just existing fully with all your quiet intensity and your strange humor and your tendency to notice things other people miss. Imagine how that version of you would move through the world. Now imagine how that version of you would look to other people. Because here's what I've noticed watching people like you. People who have done the work. People who have survived things that would have broken someone else. When you stop trying to be attractive, you become irresistible. When you stop trying to be seen, people can't look away. When you stop performing ease, you become the most peaceful person in the room. And that peace, that's rare. That's magnetic. That's the thing people are starving for without even knowing it. You're not walking around thinking you're special. That's exactly why you are. Yeah. Let me give you a specific example because you need to feel this, not just understand it. You are at work or school or someplace you go regularly. There is someone there, coworker, classmate, neighbor, doesn't matter, who always seems to find a reason to talk to you. They ask you questions that don't really need asking. They linger after conversations. They remember things you mentioned weeks ago. They get a little flustered when you make eye contact. And you've probably thought, they are just being nice, or they are like that with everyone, or I'm reading into it. But here is what you don't see. They have started conversation with you more than anyone else. They get quiet when you leave. They've mentioned your name to other people in a way that's a little too curious. They are not being nice. They are drawn to you. And they don't even fully understand why. It's not just physical. Though you are probably better looking than you give yourself credit for. It's the way you listen. It's the way you don't interrupt. It's the way you say something unexpectedly, funny, or insightful. It's the way you feel like a break from the noise, and they can't stop thinking about it. Meanwhile, you're over there thinking, I'm so awkward, or I said that thing weird, or I probably seemed cold. You're not seeing what they are seeing. You're not feeling what they are feeling. And that gap between how you see yourself and how others actually experience you is bigger than you think. This is happening more than you realize, not just with one person, with multiple people. Friends who've gotten a little closer lately, strangers who smile at you like they know you, people who go out of their way to include you, to sit near you, to hear what you think. You've probably dismissed it as coincidence or politeness, but it's not. It's a pattern. And the pattern is this. You are becoming visible in a way you've never been before. Not because you are trying to be, but because you are finally, slowly, without even noticing, started to come back to yourself. You are starting to drop the performance. You are starting to let people see the real you, even if it's just in small moments. And the real you is stunning. Just stunning. Not stunning in a magazine way. Stunning in a way that makes people feel something real. Stunning in a way that lingers. Stunning in a way that makes someone go home and think, what was that? Who was that? That's happening right now. That's been happening, and you have no idea. I need you to say something uncomfortable. You've been told, probably by people who loved you but didn't know better, that being visible is dangerous, that wanting things is selfish, that taking up space is rude, that your sensitivity is a weakness. What else? That your quietness is something to fix, that your intensity is too much for normal people. And you believed them because you had to. You needed to survive. So you made yourself small. You made yourself palatable. You made yourself into someone who doesn't ask for much, doesn't expect much, doesn't risk much. And that version of you is safe. Yeah. But that version of you is also invisible. And here's what's changing right now. That version is starting to crack. Not in a scary way, in a natural way. You are getting tired of being invisible. You are getting tired of being the one who makes everyone else comfortable while you feel nothing. You are starting to want things again. Small things, maybe. Speaking your mind. Wearing something that feels like you. Saying no. Leaving the party all early. Staying late. Laughing loudly. Maybe weirdly. Crying in front of someone. These little rebellions are adding up, and other people are noticing. They are noticing that you seem more real, more grounded, more like you are actually in your body instead of watching yourself from outside. And that version of you, that version is magnetizing. That version makes people stop. That version makes people stop staring because they can't believe someone is actually being real. Let me tell you what people are secretly feeling about you right now. They feel safe with you. This is huge. In a world where everyone is performing, where everyone has an angle, where everyone is curating and filtering and posing, you feel like a coach in a room full of folding chairs. They can exhale around you. They don't have to try so hard, and they don't even know why. They just know that when you are there, they feel more like themselves. That is a form of attractiveness that is almost impossible to fake. You can't fake safety, you can't fake presence, you can't fake the kind of attention that isn't trying to get anything. That's just who you are. And people are starving for it. They are so used to being around people who are selling something, performing something, wanting something. And then there is you, just sitting there, just being there, just actual listening. That's why they can't stop staring. Not because you are doing something, because you are not doing anything. And that's so rare that it's almost shocking. There is another layer. You've been through things that have broken your heart open. Not closed it. No, not harden it. Opened it. You know what pain feels like, so you don't cause it. You know what invisibility feels like, so you see people who are invisible. You know what it's like to feel like a monster, so you're gentle with everyone's inner child, including your own. And that kind of tenderness, the kind that comes from having been broken and still choosing softness, that is so deeply attractive that people can't even name it. They just feel it. They just feel it. They feel it when you look at them. They feel it when you remember something they said. They feel it when you don't rush them, don't fix them, don't try to change them. You just let them be. And that might be the most attractive thing a person can do. Just let someone be. No agenda, no performance, just presence. You have that. You have that. You've always had it, but you've been hiding it because you thought it made you weak. It doesn't. It makes you the most beautiful person in the room. most beautiful person in the room. Now, let's talk about what's happening right now in this current energy, because it's important. Something has shifted, something in you has unlocked, maybe without you even realizing it. You have been doing the quiet work, the inner work, the kind nobody sees, the kind that happens in therapy sessions, of course, and late night walks and journal entries and crying in the car. You've been untangling old stories. You've been forgiving yourself for things that were never your fault. You have been learning to stop abandoning yourself, your inner child. And that work is paying off in ways you can see it. Your vibration has changed. Your energy is clearer. You are less reactive. You are less desperate for approval. You are more okay with being alone. And here is the part that's blowing everyone's mind. You don't even know it's happening. You are just over here trying to survive Thursday. And meanwhile, people are feeling you from across the room. They are feeling your peace. They are feeling your depth. They are feeling that you are not trying to pull anything from them. And that lack of need, that self-containment, that is catnip to the human psyche. People are drawn to people who don't need them. Not because they want to be chased, but because they can sense that you are whole on your own. And that wholeness is rare. That wholeness is attractive. That wholeness is what they have been looking for without knowing it. I want to say something about the way you look. I want to say that. The way you look. Not to be shallow, but because it matters to you. You've probably spent a lot of time criticizing your appearance, to this, to not that. You've compared yourself to people who have different bodies, different faces, different lifting. And you have decided quietly that you're not quite enough. But here is what other people see. They see someone who is becoming more themselves every day. They see someone who is less tense, less frozen, less performative. And that relaxation makes you more beautiful. Not in a fake way, in a real way. When you stop trying to look good, you look good. When you stop trying to be attractive, you become attractive. Because attractiveness, real attractiveness, is not about symmetry or trends or filters. It's about aliveness. It's about presence. It's about the energy behind your eyes, your beautiful eyes. And your energy right now, it's waking up after a long time of being dimmed. It's flickering back. And people see it. They see it before you do. And they feel it before you do. They are staring because they sense something coming back to life in you. And it's beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to be near. Here is what I need you to understand. You are not imagining that people are treating you differently. They are. They are. You're not imagining the extra glances, the longer conversations, the people who find excuses to be around you. That's real. That's real. And it's not because you changed something about your hair or your clothes. It's because you changed something inside. You've started to believe, even just a little bit, that you matter, that your voice matters, that your presence matters. And that belief, even if it's still shaky, even if you still doubt it half the time, is leaking out of you. People can feel it. They can feel that you are less apologetic, less desperate, less hungry for their approval. And that shift is making them hungry for yours. Not because they are trying to manipulate you, because they are drawn to people who are coming alive. It's the most natural thing in the world. A flower doesn't have to convince the bees to come. It just opens. And you, without even realizing it, are starting to open. Not all the way, not perfectly, but enough. Enough that people are noticing, enough that they are staring, enough that they are secretly a little bit in love with you. And let me be real honest with you about something. You've spent so long trying to be invisible that you don't recognize yourself when you are not. You've spent so long believing that you are forgettable, that you've stopped looking for evidence to the contrary. But the evidence is everywhere. It's in the person who texted you out of nowhere. It's in the colleague who asked for your opinion and actually listened. It's in the stranger who smiled at you like you'd been friends in another life. It's in the way people relax when you enter a room. It's in the way they get a little quieter, a little softer, a little more real. That's you. That's your effect. And you have been dismissing it. You've been telling yourself they are just being nice, or it's nothing, or you are reading too much into it. You are not. You are finally starting to see what's been true all along. You have always been that person. You just were not ready to see it. Now you are. And it's shocking everyone, including you. Yeah, including you. The title of this video says, you have no idea how attractive you are. And it's shocking everyone right now. And I hope you're starting to believe that. Not because I said it, no. Because you can feel it in your own life. You can feel the shift. You can feel the extra tension, the extra warmth. The people who are suddenly interested in what you think. That's not random. That's you. You are becoming more yourself, and yourself is magnetic. Yourself is beautiful. Yourself is someone people have been waiting to meet, including you. Yeah. So, here is what I want you to do. Nothing. Don't try to be more attractive. Don't try to perform. Don't try to be the person who you think people want. Just keep doing what you are doing. Keep waking up. Keep healing. Keep being gentle with yourself first. Keep saying the thing you are afraid to say. Keep wearing the thing you are afraid to wear. Keep showing up even when you are scared. That's it. That's the whole secret. The more you stop trying to be seen, the more people will see you. The more you stop trying to be loved, the more people will love you. Not because the universe is cruel, but because the universe responds to authenticity. Always. And you know that. And you, even in your uncertainty, even in your fear, even your messy, unfinished becoming, are the most authentic person in the room. That's why they can't stop staring. That's why they secretly love you. That's why you are shocking everyone right now. And do you want to know the best part? You are just getting started. And that's the best part. You are just getting started.